What's going on, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the channel. We have some really dope parts to install onto the Evo 8 today. I'm super freaking excited. We were just working on the abandoned Evo 10, a car you guys haven't seen on the channel for a while. I've been trying to chase down ABS problems, and I'll have a video, update video coming on this car soon. I'm trying to just like fix it and then put out the video just so I don't keep like reposting me trying to fix the car and never actually fixing it. So I can't figure that out. I want to work on the Evo 8 because the Evo 8 makes me happy. The abandoned Evo 10 pisses me off. We got this thing all detailed and ceramic coated 2 or 3 days ago, and it looks absolutely amazing. We still have a few other little things to do exterior wise. Like we got to pull off the wheels, we got to clean them up. We have to ceramic coat those as well. There's some buffing compound on there we got to clean up. Fix up a lot of trim stuff like this right here. All these rubber seals, we got to clean all that up. But today I want to install some really nice parts on this car. We are still waiting on a pretty big package from one of the sponsors, JD Customs. We're getting a coil on plug system, we're getting a bunch of titanium hardware, pretty much everything to clean up this engine bay. And then from MAP we got the OEM Evo 10. I'll show you actually on this car. So you can take this whole fusible link system right here. This cable right here runs all the way to the back of the car for the battery. So we're going to be installing the OEM Evo 10 like fusible link box on this and then relocating the battery to the trunk. So that'll be all nice and clean. I want to get a short route upper intercooler pipe, different intake, and that's all going to go black. And then that strut tower bar, we just had powder coated blue. So the only thing that's going to be blue in the engine bay is going to be the valve cover and the strut tower bar. Over here we have that strut tower bar, we have the lower motor mount bar, and we have that front brace and a Cerakoted front mount intercooler. Because every time you Cerakote something, you gotta wait a few days before you can actually install it on the car. Let's throw it back to about 3 or 4 days ago when we Cerakoted this front mount intercooler. All right, so we are in the middle of doing a full detail on the Evo 8, and I figured this is the perfect time to pull off the intercooler, get it all cleaned up, and Cerakote it black. This is how the car is sitting right now. We just got the hood and the bumper done. So what we're gonna do is pull off the bumper, pull off the intercooler. I don't think it's gonna fit in the sandblaster, so we're gonna have to clean that up without using a sandblaster. We're gonna be doing it black, and then I might do the AMS logo blue, or maybe just no logo at all. I guess we'll see when the time comes. But the reason I want to Cerakote it right now is because it takes a few days to cure. So perfect opportunity, because while we're doing the rest of the car, detailing the rest of the car, that Cerakote on the intercooler will be curing. So let's pull the bumper off, pull the intercooler off, and see if it fits in the sandblaster. It hardly fit in the sandblaster, but we got it to fit. We got it all blasted up, washed out. There was a ton of sand stuck in all these fins. So now I'm just gonna let it sit on top of the wood stove for like 2 hours. We gotta get all the water off of there, and there's no way that thing would fit in the oven. So I'm pretty surprised it fit in the blaster though. That was nice. All right, the intercooler is completely dry. We need to get the Evo out of the shop. I just got done detailing this car, so we're gonna pull it out. Good thing this car is on speed density because it runs completely fine with no intercooler, which sounds kind of crazy, but she runs pretty good. Instead of trying to hang this intercooler up, potentially letting it fall down, I decided I'm gonna coat the backside, let it cure for about 24 hours, then flip it over, do the front side. You're not ever gonna see the backside of it anyway, so I don't care if there's a little tiny bit of imperfections, but I want it as nice as possible. The supplies we're using will be linked down below. Cerakote C7600 Glacier Black, HVLP touch-up spray gun, 0.8mm nozzle, and then we need some strainers as well, which I need to go grab. But yeah, let's get this thing sprayed out. This stuff's really easy to use, just make sure you shake it up enough. All right, we just got it coated. That is how it looks right now. It looks extremely, extremely wet because it is. I'll show it to you guys in about 20 to 24 hours. But for now, I just got a call from Travis over at Limitless Coatings. Those 3 parts I dropped off to him are all finished up. So let's go pick those up right now. And then whenever the car is finished up, we can throw everything back together. And I'm really curious to see how this front little crash beam bar thing, the front brace is gonna look on the car because it's blue and it should look really good. All right, it is the next day. Intercooler is looking absolutely amazing. I love this glacier black. It's such a perfect gloss of black. Check it out. Let's flip this thing over, bust out the other side, let it cure fully, get it back on the car. This front end of this Evo is gonna be looking absolutely amazing by the time we're done with this. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed that little throwback. If you guys want to pick up the Cerakote we used on this intercooler, I'll have a link down in the description box below. It's been about 3 days, 3 or 4 days since we coated it, so we can get the intercooler on the car and we can get all of this powder coated stuff back onto this car. If you're local to the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene area, my boy Travis over at Limitless Coatings is the one who powder coated all this stuff for me. It's too big to fit in my oven or the sandblaster, so I had him do it. I'll have his info on the screen. Go shoot him a DM over on Instagram. He'll get you hooked up. He does really, really, really good powder coating work. Much better than I do. These 2 bars are the same color as the calipers, which is called Lollipop Blue, and then that bar right there is ink black. Super, super high gloss. All of that is from Prismatic Powders. If you want those exact colors, I'll have those linked down in the description box below as well. Enough talking, let's get these parts onto the car. All right, we got the intercooler on. I think that looks so much better black, and it's really, really gonna pop as soon as we get that front brakes on. Let's get that brakes on right now while we have the front bumper still off of this thing. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely a game changer, guys. It's gonna look so much better when we get the front bumper on, but we do have to deal with the mesh on the bumper. Before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead, throw on that top Strut Tower Bar. We do have some titanium hardware coming in for that. It hasn't showed up yet, so as soon as that comes in, we can get the hardware swapped out. But for now, let's just use the OEM hardware. All right, I know what you guys are thinking. Devin, that is way too much blue. What are you doing? Trust me, guys, I agree. It does look good, but at the same time, I do think it is too much blue. So don't worry. Eventually, the intercooler piping and the intake, those are going to be black. They're both going to be changed out. I have the ETS intake. I just need the short route intercooler piping as soon as we swap out the battery to the trunk. But that looks absolutely killer. When we close the hood, we have the bumper on, and you see the black intercooler with that front brace. It's gonna look so damn good, especially with the little bit of blue we have in the headlights. And then you come around to the side, blue lug nuts, blue calipers. This thing is coming along quite nicely. I have some mesh here. I'm gonna try to swap out the Evo 8 with like just making my own. I know you can buy the Evo 9 mesh, but I think it's kind of expensive. And if I can do it here myself, we might as well try that first. I wonder how it would look if we didn't run any mesh whatsoever. Let's set the bumper up on the car. I think with that power brace back there, it might look pretty good. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it looks good, but it looks empty. You can see everything back there, like all the, like the radiator, that fan and all that. So I'm gonna try to make some mesh at home myself. I don't really want to spend the money on the Evo 9 mesh. What we can do is cut all this Evo 8 stuff off of here. The only problem I'm seeing is the mesh I have isn't metal, it's plastic. Alright, so this is going to be definitely temporary. It looks a little bit better, but being that it's plastic, I can't bend it, and I have no way to bend it to fit the bumper right there. It looks like shit up close, but when you step back, it looks pretty good. We can run it like that for now until I decide to spend the $150 on the OEM Evo 9 mesh piece. I just closed the hood. Here is how it looks with the new intercooler and that blue power brakes. It looks so freaking amazing, guys. I'm really happy I did that intercooler black. I'm tempted to throw a logo on it, either the Vossen logo or put the AMS logo back on it. I wouldn't do any crazy color, maybe like a, I don't know, really high gloss black logo, just a subtle logo. I think it'd look pretty sick. Let me know in the comment section below what you'd want to see on the intercooler, or should we just leave it all black? Here's how she's looking though. We have one more thing to install right now, and that is nothing too special, just this lower motor mount. We definitely need to get that on there though before we do any crazy pulls in this car. All right, we are all done working on the Evo 8 for the night. Let's go on a good old-fashioned cruise in the 10. I do have a new map to throw on here and to data log for more automotive, my tuner. So we're gonna get that done. We're gonna go for a cruise and see how this car runs.
Link engaged.
And of course, it starts to snow right now, right when we're about to go do some data logs in the Evo 10. We might get a little sunny today, boys. Steady, I should say. I really love how this car sounds, but it may unfortunately be time to pick up a quieter exhaust for this thing. I got pulled over yesterday, got an exhaust ticket, which was kind of expensive. The more exhaust tickets you get, the more expensive they get. So the exhaust ticket yesterday was 150 bucks. Then he also gave me a ticket for no front plate. I had the front plate on the windshield, and that was $250, or like $240 for the no front plate ticket. But every single time you get an exhaust ticket in Washington State, it goes more and more expensive. So that was the second one with this car. The first exhaust ticket I got was with the Perrin, and now it's way louder with the ETS, and I got one yesterday. So I think if I get one more exhaust ticket in this car, I'm gonna get a really quiet exhaust system. But it's crazy because I've never been bugged in Evo 8. I've driven that car quite a bit, it's straight piped, and I've never been stopped for exhaust in that car, and it's way freaking louder than this thing. So I'm kind of confused. Let me know in the comment section below about all the mods we did today. I think everything that we did is absolutely amazing. It all looks super freaking nice. I may do some sort of logo on the intercooler, not exactly sure yet, but either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow.